Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hamster's Hobby Hang. It is me and Chris right now.
Hey, it's me and Hamster right now. We got two other guys that says, "Can you tilt mine up a tiny bit?"
There he is.
There we
Look
go.
at him in all his
hey,
glory.
how's it going? Tyler and Toby are supposed to be here.
They're chatting out there. They're busy working
out there
away.
talking. How are you guys doing?
Alpha Stream, how are you?
Oh, hey, Teos is here. Hi, Teos. That's Alpha Stream.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Alpha Stream is Teos. Yeah, you better learn that.
Do you know him IRL?
Hello. I mean, he writes for us.
Oh, okay. I don't know the names of the writers.
Yeah, he's been writing for us for a while.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. That mic's a little bit. Can you swing that mic? Yeah, is it gonna mess up lighting if it swings in? That's where the problem. Swing it a little further and see if that. That's doable. That's fine. Oh, that's in the. There we go. Yeah, you know what?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good compromise. I'm into that. It's a pleasure.
Here.
Hey, Toby.
Whoa. God, this chair is really short.
That's okay. You look great. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. How's everybody doing? I'm tired.
Yeah, that's why I have a Runa, not sponsored, but we might as well be because we buy so much of it.
We're desperately trying to get sponsored.
Like every other stream, we pretty much say, or maybe like 1/10 of the streams.
This office
should get sponsored by them.
This office genuinely runs on Runa.
That's like not
I
an
can't do it
exaggeration.
anymore, but I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say I love Runa. Right?
I just can't drink it anymore.
I need Runa Extreme.
Welcome to Hamster's Hobby Hang. This is the show where we hobby and hang. And you know,
hamster?
people generally watch while painting themselves, and we hamster.
Do you paint yourself?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I honestly, a lot of paint gets on my thumb. The old painter's thumb. You know, like Troll in Central Park with the green thumb?
Is,
Oh, wow. I haven't thought about that movie in a long
way
time.
Too much information, Hamster.
Let's see. Yeah, we can do that. Just realized I didn't start the music, so let's get that going.
Yeah, we don't want it to be as quiet as it is in this room.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's that?
This is a work in progress from a past hobby hang.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there last week.
Well, this is like weeks. I have so many works in progress from hobby hangs past. I probably have at least half a dozen of them. So I figure I gotta finish them.
Wait, you don't finish your things in?
I used to. I used to make it a goal.
I'm kidding. I've been just doing this.
This is like months old now, but it shows. It shows in the best way.
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
is.
detail coming.
Yeah, you've been making people think that that's like a sculpt for the next Kickstarter for months now.
Sorry. I guess.
No, it's fine. It's just very funny. like the long string of time we're giving people like, oh wait, is that for the Kickstarter? It's like, no. We were just talking about it with Aaron. That'd be a really funny way to reveal things. Is we just we like come out and each of us comes to hobby hang with like a sculpt that nobody's ever seen before, and they're like painting up, and they're all like wildly different themes.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, wait. So are these for the Kickstarter? But like they clearly can't go together.
Right.
But like one of them actually is for the Kickstarter. Where is Topulus? For context, wait, we're getting the right sound going through here. Yeah, okay. For context, Topulus is apparently in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
Huh. That's cool.
Apparently he just landed today.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's like, oh, I didn't realize you were coming. So everybody's like, why doesn't he come on the hobby hang and make you all look bad?
He's just going to burst in any second.
It's
Let us
me.
know that he was coming.
I would hope he wouldn't know where the office is. Just because I would hope that we have better info security than that. I don't think he would do anything messed up, but...
No. I just want to dethrone him.
Dethrone Chris?
No, you.
Oh, me. Oh, it's gonna be Populous Hank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd probably be a pretty good show.
The Toppy Hang?
The top.
That definitely sounds like something else. Never mind. I'm trying to decide what I want to work on. I got a couple Reaper things here. I started doing this dragon at the end of last week just because I ran out of spell effects and I had the red here and I was like, I'm just gonna start making this a red dragon. So I did his scales, and that's all I got. So maybe I'll work on him.
Nice.
I also brought the Yuan-Ti, a little Yokai Frog.
Ooh. Oh, that's a cool pose.
Mercy.
Yeah, he's like doing a little froggy kick.
Yeah, I like that sculpt a lot.
Nice. I like how he just has like
There are 3 trolls.
the towel thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Underwear.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun thing to have. 3 trolls, and then the other version of the elk that I wanted Kit Bash to
that's
have
right.
wings. I would need to source some wings. That's the main thing. I actually don't have wings for him right now.
Huh.
I need to get wings from somewhere.
You know what you can do? Take it off the goat.
What goat?
The kobold goat.
Oh, the door before his
Oh,
kobold
steal
goat.
the wings from one of the
I've
sculpts
done that
here.
for not the wings, but like whenever one of her like team mini breaks and stuff like that, I would like take the sword off and glue it on and stuff like that.
Do we have
From like one of our castle defenders.
Do we have one of those like kobold flying goats that we could use for this? Probably.
It's gotta be somewhere.
That's another thing. I think we have enough of them. We barely use them.
If I could just steal those wings, that'd be pretty funny. Alright. I'm gonna grab the paint I was using for the dragon scales just to get those even.
This is some calming music.
It feels like calming, but also like a trance and like someone drugged me. Did you drug me?
Maybe Chris did.
Yeah.
His grand scheme. I won't be surprised if Chris is an evil genius, yeah.
Yeah, he's fooling us. Chris, you drugged me.
What?
Where's the antidote?
What?
I don't know. We started talking about the music and now we're there.
It sounds like music that I'm drugged.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't grasp the context for this bit. If I'm being real,
It sounds like I'm in a trance.
it does kind of have pretty much everything Amy makes has the vibe of that section in Earthbound, like the coffee time, where you drink the coffee and it kind of like puts you in a bit of a trance state, and it's like doing a
That's not
check-in.
coffee. That's definitely not coffee.
I think that's part of the joke.
It's
Yeah.
better.
Just like how in Ocarina of Time, everyone just drinks milk at a bar.
Yeah, the milk bars in Zelda.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
wasn't that
a fun
also
running gag.
in Clockwork Orange?
Milk bars? Maybe.
Yeah.
I never played that game. Yeah, milk bar is like a really common like thing. Honestly, I'm actually surprised like how often milk bars are used as a concept.
Is it from something? It
I
almost
don't
sounds like
know.
it's from something if it's so common.
I wonder if they authentically, if milk bars actually were like a thing. Yeah, like a lot of games use them. And my initial thought was it was just like, and you know, clearly it's to get around like having alcohol in the game, while still trying to evoke like the idea of a bar, so like players who are old enough to know like will know. But yeah,
Milk?
why is it always milk?
Wait, is
They
it
got
milk?
cows.
No, is the milk bar even closer to Long Ranch? That would make sense if it was.
In Majora's Mask?
No, in Ocarina of Time.
I don't think there's a milk bar in Ocarina. I think it's only in Majora's
Oh,
Mask.
oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot. I thought
Hippo
it was.
says fight milk. That's right. It's good. It's good. It keeps you strong. So for all
Calcium.
the warriors and adventurers, they need their milk.
Fight milk. It sounds like a supplement that somebody with an internet show would sell. Get your fight milk. Yeah, it absolutely does sound like an Alex Jones product.
Hmm?
Alex Jones.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get those on there. What's that
Cheese.
thing they sell? Yeah, cheese. There we go. So it's like nutraceuticals, something like that. Just like a super like sciencey sounding word, but I don't think it actually does anything.
Is that like the brain stuff? Or are you talking about something else?
It's one of the stuff he sells. He's like, "Oh, get your nutraceuticals." what are nutraceuticals? It's wild. What kind of wings do you want for the elk? Feathered? Yeah, I want it to be kind of griffiny, right? Griffiny or Pegasy? Pegasusy. Pegasusy.
Why
Don't
they
call
ever,
me a Pegasusy.
Why is it always like either based on bird wings or bat wings? Why do they never give things bug wings?
I want my elk to have thin
Dragonfly?
fly wings.
Yeah, I want dragonfly elk. Come on, that sounds awesome.
Dragonfly elk.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
I do like that when I brought up that I wanted to do that, a bunch of people were like, "Oh yeah, my paladin also has an elk as a steed," and I just made it a flying elk instead of changing. It's like, yeah, wizards, people want to actually have like an emotional connection to their mount. They don't want it to just be like a. People like the animal companion aspect. They don't want it to be just a mindless creature that is like exchangeable with another creature as soon as it's convenient.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bums me out the most about the like dragon ranger thing is like looking at it. It's very like, oh, the dragons don't actually like mean anything to this ranger. It's like, yeah, every day when you wake up you can be like, I want this kind of dragon. It's like, so it's not like a dragon that you bond with. It's
Right.
just like a tool. I don't know. It's weird.
Bee dragon.
You could like, I suppose it like is open enough that you and your DM could easily roleplay. You're just like, this is the kind of dragon I have, and you could actually like do it anyways.
Isn't that what you're pretty much doing? But not
That's what I'm doing, yeah, and that's what I mean is I think it's what everybody like wants to do because I think it's just the more fun thing to do.
Yeah, but there should be some reward on like built in for like bonding with your animal.
That's
Or
fair.
at least some system in place for that.
Well, I know with our game, Chelsea was a druid because she wanted to have an animal companion, and then she didn't realize. Well, we didn't realize because we hadn't really played 5e before that. It's like, oh, druids don't get animal companions.
They just turn into animals, right?
They
So
wild
it would be
shape.
weird if they turn into animals while having animal companions.
Well, they're not supposed to be pets. Like, it's an animal companion because it's not a pet situation, right? It's like, no, we're
Not meant-
equals.
Yeah.
But so he basically Tyler was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you like a ranger's like animal companion. And then he looked at it and was like, oh, ranger animal companions are bad. And so he did like a more custom like souped up thing and gave it like abilities so that like this panther like actually grew over time and stuff. He made a whole thing out of it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like let the stuff matter to your players. I think is the big thing. It's weird when it's all just mechanics.
Yeah.
Ah, well. You all right?
No, I'm fine. Sorry.
It's okay.
Mental break. Sometimes I
perfect.
silent like thinking.
It's all good. It's not an unusual thing. I just wanted to make sure.
What is this? It sounds familiar.
I think this is a Donkey Kong song that she covered. Yeah, it's definitely a Donkey Kong song. A donkey song. Let me see. Oh. Fear Factory. Yeah. Hopefully. Sideboard miniatures. Oh, you're looking for wings?
Oh, I have painted that guy's dwarves. I like his dwarves a lot.
Sideboard miniatures?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to try taking the wings off of the, like, kobold mounted goats that Dwarven Forge made. I want to. That sounds fun. I want to see how that comes out.
That'd be neat. And convenient.
Yeah. I hope we have enough of them. I feel like.
Pretty sure we do. Plus, we don't need them that much, so.
See, that's why I'm worried that we don't have enough.
I just remember them being a good amount.
Huh, this sculpt isn't. They're usually not hydrophobic, but this one's being a little hydrophobic.
Frog is being hydrophobic?
Yeah, the frog's being hydrophobic, which is very odd. I figure he'd be all about this. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been watching these because generally speaking, I usually don't have issues with mold release on these. But this one might actually be having some. I should have watched this to be safe. I'm super lazy.
Well, it's cool they have a sculpted detail on the base.
Yeah. Most of them come with bases this time around. I wonder. Let's get that in there.
This guy has barrels as gauntlets.
Ooh, oh, one of the trolls.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to paint those up.
Man.
I think those are going to be needed in a game soon. I guess that is like the downside to us like not playing a very traditional like D&D game. Is a lot of this like, oh, like this like awesome like terrifying like three-headed ogre. It's like, yeah, we won't really fight something like that. Like our enemies are more regular dudes more often than not.
There's a guy!
Yeah, like we're less about like, oh, here's like big, huge, terrifying like dragons and ogres and stuff, and we're more like regular guys and now an eldritch horror. A lot of we don't do a lot of like traditional fantasy enemies.
I was offering to Tyler that on one of these streams. It'll be fun to take a break and like sculpt something for our game.
Sculpt something for our game?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool, actually.
So much painting is going for that game a lot of times, so I'll also contribute.
I think it's easier if the chemicals just. Oh. Yeah. Maybe from now on I'll just wash all the stuff that I want to paint before the stream. Usually I'm like running kind of last minute to get everything together. Which is honestly what happened here as well.
So it goes.
Also because like the computer kept freezing up when I tried to put the DSLR camera feed in.
Oh, good.
So it's like I spent the last like 20 minutes before the stream started like just troubleshooting, like trying to get it to work. Even now I'm just hoping that it doesn't like shut down.
Had to skip mini bath time.
Yeah.
Now the frog is afraid of water.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Wait. That'll be fun as a character. Something that's a. No, that's boring. I was going to say some character like amphibian that's can't take water, but no, don't listen.
My super never called back.
Guess you're not so super. What?
He I need my mail key.
Oh, right.
I still haven't got my mail key.
I didn't get my mail key from.
Called him a couple days ago, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know if I have it." I'm like, "Well, the landlord said you would have it, and I really need my mail key."
Free
they're not-
mail.
And he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna check and see if I have it," and then he hung up, and I didn't hear back. So then I called back this morning. I was like, "Hey, did you ever find out if he had it or not?" And he's like, "Oh, hang on, I'm gonna check, and I'll call you back." Haven't heard back.
Well, if he's still continuing to be like a, you can bring it out with USPS, I think, because that's also just not a landlord issue. That's their.
Yeah, I've been having packages sent. Well, I think it's very funny. I think they're aware because I had the envelope to send rent back shoved through my door. So I think they're aware I don't have the mail key.
Yeah.
But they're more concerned with making sure that I still pay rent than getting me the mail key. So.
Hey, McGregor, thank you.
Hey, what's up?
What do you say?
He said, not painting today, but want to wish everyone good hobby vibes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Good hobby vibes.
Yeah, I think Taco's won't be stopping by because he just got into the city, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing stuff.
Yeah, that's neat.
Greg's not painting. Who is painting today?
I am.
Yeah, outside of us, which one?
Wait, you paint?
Yeah, once in a while.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Who here is actually using this opportunity to hobby the way that they're supposed to? It's the entire reason we do this. We do this for you.
Well, Commerce has some skeleton pirates right now. That sounds cool.
Oh, nice. So the pirates that lost?
No, their meat is still around somewhere fighting.
It's the bones versus the meat.
Yeah.
That's their tag football.
Hey, Finley, how are you?
Hey, Finley, how you doing? For those of you that were here last night, thank you for input.
How was the stream last night?
It was good. It was nice to get Casey and Ray seen so people know who they are. There are people where it's very easy for them to not be known and not really get credit for the work they do.
Who's Ray? No, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's nice to get them seen. Casey was like nervous about it going in. She's like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be entertaining or anything." But then afterwards, she's like, "That was actually like pretty nice." It's like, yeah,
Casey's super entertaining just in life.
she's very entertaining. Yeah. We have a lot of humble people at the office,
Oh, yeah.
so I think there's just kind of that like, "Oh, am I going to bore people?" I think is on most people's mind.
So why can't you be more humble?
Hey man, somebody around here's got to know their worth. You know?
Oh, Commerce
Yeah,
is
so how come you don't? I'll shut up. I'm being a jerk.
Commerce is learning how to use contrast paints and actually putting a base paint beneath. Okay, I keep. I kind of wasn't into the contrast paints because I figured I could just like do similar things with inks. But the more Marco Frazzoni videos I watch on YouTube, where he uses them quite a bit for speed painting, just for the color selection, I'm more and more interested in getting a few more different colors, so they're just like good out of the pot for certain things. Finley's still recovering from last week. What happened last week?
I think it was LARPing all last week.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I might have my schedule wrong. Let's see. He runs like just these super over the top LARPs, from my understanding.
That's awesome.
They do like all these. He's like shared some stories before, and they're like just really, really involved. Like lots of like pulling off special effects stuff. For
Oh,
the
that
game.
sounds sweet.
Yeah.
7-day LARP for 16 hours a day? That is wild.
That's wild. That sounds fun, but I don't know if I can.
Sounds fun, but definitely exhausting.
Yeah, even a weekend for me was too much. So.
It's going to be such a sedentary lifestyle over here. But not in the UK. No, they're all super active in the UK.
What's up, Nerdbotchery?
Hey, what's up?
The contrasts seem like they can be useful, but wish I had some of their base spray so I didn't have to base and then put on the contrast. You know what? That'd be interesting though to see like how they interact with different base coats, you know, because they only have like a couple base sprays, right? So I don't know. They're so transparent that it might be neat to experiment with different bases. But yeah, it is an extra step. Nerdbotcher got a new dog. What kind of dog? That's awesome.
Dog. Share a picture.
Put a picture in the Discord chat right now,
Yeah.
or in the Twitch chat, so we can all look at it. Let's see.
Wait, you can't post picture on Discord?
You can.
I mean, not Discord, Twitch.
No, you can't. You can't
That's right.
attach files. I believe you can post like an Imgur link, but then we'd have to
Imgur?
Imgur. Unless it's pronounced like Imager.
I always thought it was Imager, but it. Yeah, Imgur sounds more logical to say actually now that I think about it.
Yeah, but Imager actually seems like a word. So I'm kind of doubting everything at the moment.
It's a small dog. All right, little lap dog.
What's the dog that's like a lot of dog in a small body? It's like what its name translates into.
Chihuahua?
No.
I don't know.
Chihuahua's a lot of dogs.
It's
Too
not
much
sharp
dog
face.
for a small body.
It's not a lot of dog. It's just a lot of noise.
Yeah. I mean, it also looks like it's about to explode, so.
They're always shaking.
And their eyes are always like almost out of their skull.
Everything about the dog, Chihuahuas seem like accidents.
Accidents.
Chihuahuas seem like we tried to breed dogs too far.
It definitely comes off like they know they're not supposed to be alive and they're terrified. But like,
They're like, I'm not gonna make it through
yeah,
today.
they feel like they're constantly
While also
Just
trying
cheating death.
they don't know how long God's gonna allow them to exist on this earth.
while also like trying to like think that everyone is inferior to them.
I do love how smaller dogs are always like the more aggressive ones.
No, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Let's see. Let's just get the body base paint down on this. Get all three of their purple skins out. I guess trolls are supposed to be green, but like,
Whatever you want. Trolls
Yeah.
are
I
whatever
feel like
you
a troll
want.
could be like all kinds of colors.
yeah, I always find it interesting to go for unusual colors.
Gold.
I played a Marabou, which is a
Neon
Underground
green.
Oracle homebrew, like trollkin race, and
Oh.
they're generally like lavender colored.
Huh.
And yeah, I really like that. That's one of my favorite
Do they
characters
smell
ever
like
made.
lavender?
What's up?
Do they smell like lavender?
Yeah. Well, he did. He was like super. He was a super fancy boy.
Perfumified.
Yeah, he was always like very well dressed and yeah, perfumed up, and everywhere he went, he was a true ladies' man outside of being insufferable. Like everything was like spot on. It's a shame about the personality, you know.
That sounds like most of those men's.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know. I like purple skin. Is interesting for them, I think. Maybe actually vary them. Maybe two of them will be purple. Maybe the third one will actually be green.
Why? Are they not the same race?
They might be the same race, but still have variation in it. You know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's one thing I like. Like I don't know. Whenever it's like, I'm always less interested in fantasy worlds that are like, because like with the human race, like like we've evolved to look different based on where we
it makes sense.
live and all that. So, and it's always less interesting when they're like elves look like this and they live here. Dwarves look like this and they live here. But then like the humans always get to look like everything and live everywhere. And I'm like, well, no, I think all of them would have adapted and like grown to look different based on their environment over time. So
also, how come there's no like? I mean, of course, there's probably custom characters like that, but half elf just means half human, half elf. Why can't it be half dwarf, half elf?
Yeah, half elves are like always like half human, and it's like
any half race of anything.
Like you can have a half elk and a half orc, but you can't have a half elf, half orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm trying to post a pic of my son with the dog, but the Discord is blocking. It says it's explicit. What's the dog doing?
Yeah, what I'm actually a little worried about this.
That brings up way more questions than it.
Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know. I always find it interesting. When I did that orc warband, 2 of them had blue skin, 1 had green skin, and 2 just had like a dark gray, like black skin.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the half orc that I play is just like dark gray. It's just kind of thing of just like, it's just like different,
Yeah, even if I were to do like orcs, like a classic green or something, I kind of like to, I don't know, change the base code or something, like some variation where it's like, it's not the exact same green, like, there's just variations on it.
What does it look like when an orc gets a lot of sun,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Nerd sent me the dog. Oh, look at this pooch.
Okay, so it'll let you send explicit pictures to Hamster.
Yeah. You know what? That looks like a good sized like dog, like like a good cuddle dog, but not super tiny. Like you could wrestle with them a little bit.
That's a mid-sized dog right there.
That's awesome. Well, congrats on
Congratulations on acquiring a dog. Not everybody can take a dog into their house.
Hey, that's actually not too bad. That's kind of true though, because there's some dogs that are in New York City that I'm like, how do they get that?
There are some people where I'm like, you should not have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's a. I'm probably gonna make just like a little bit of progress on all of these tonight instead of finishing any of them. So I'm just going through and getting their base like skin tones down, and then moving on to the next thing to do their base skin tone.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's see. Down there.
Did we see the dog here?
Yeah.
Go get the hamster.
Yeah, I saw it. Give me dog.
I have
Give
the dog. Look at that pooch.
Aww.
I have the popper.
That is a good doggy.
I like dog.
Yeah, some of these I definitely should have painted before I assembled them, but it is what it is. I do wonder how long it'll take me to get through all the ones that I have assembled and put on my desk, where I'm like, this will be the first wave of bones that I paint.
Do you kind of have like batches in mind?
I mostly grab things where I was just like, either this sculpt is super interesting to me and I'm just excited to paint it, or I think this is going to be used in the game soon.
Sure.
Prioritize them. And so...
You don't have more of these, like, humans that you have to fight.
Because we already got a lot of those covered, that's the main thing. But I pulled up, like, a lot of animal folk. I also pulled out a lot of elves, because the party that I'm not in is going to be having some elf trouble.
Uh-oh.
Make sure you do at least one a day or do some batch painting. So the thing is, I've got all my painting stuff at the office for this, so I can't really paint on days that I'm just at home, but also basically come into the office at least 6 days a week anyways. I've been trying to paint at the office a fair amount, but...
Because you do your game on Saturday?
Yeah. You do the games here. Excuse me? We're just working.
I'm tired.
One of those days.
Yeah.
Latter part of the week.
Oh my gosh, Thursday already.
It is.
There's no concept of the weekday. I mean, the week. This week. It just existed. And I had no part in it.
You had no part in the whole week?
Yeah. I had no part in it.
Wow, that's almost impressive.
And it just felt like a very different week since like I've been like less in the office this week
Sure.
because I can't really work on my desk until Gary fixes it.
Oh yeah, there's some floor work going on. Not a terrain floors, office
Yeah.
floors.
Our floors are very bubbly and stupid right now, and the super. Well, is Gary the super? Gary's the super, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He procrastinates things like my desk has been is under construction for the past few days. So.
Yeah, basically all week we've just had a bunch of the floors torn up and a bunch of cinder blocks everywhere because they started working on it and then stopped. And so for several days just been kind of like the entrance to this room is kind of
It's an obstacle course.
it's got just a bunch of stuff laying in front of it now and it's like we have to work I don't know, Gary. Be nice if you
Worked.
just finish the job you're doing. Yeah.
You know, also be nice. Getting the dryer working in the back room.
Yeah. Oh man.
We just installed the dryer. Well, for like a whole year, we just wires sticking out of the wall. Then he finally installed the dryer maybe 3 months ago, and it doesn't even. It's not even connected to power. So.
Yeah, they put a dryer on the wall, like a hand dryer. It's because of the pandemic, we're gonna do air dryers. Put it on the wall. Still didn't actually get it plugged in and working. It really is just what are you doing?
I don't think he's
What do you do all day?
He is very his common sense is so weird. Like I told you, the last place we're in, the one
The one
Next
we're in
door.
for Hellscape.
next door, but in the basement, he just installed the bathroom there. I think he was trying to make it a multi-stall bathroom, but he realized it's too small, so just one room that had 2 toilets in it with no dividers. And then it was like that for a while, and then suddenly there's he installs an antique mirror in there. So you just see the...
He probably found it on the sidewalk.
Yeah, but you just look at it and you see on the toilet beside you. What kind of view is that?
Wait, the basement office was still next door?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I thought it was a different building.
No, it was there and it flooded sewage.
Right. That means you guys were totally here when I first moved here, which was right around the corner, which is still so funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, you were also living in the same building as Stefan.
Yeah. I was. Oh,
Did you guys
man.
hang out?
No, I hated that place. That was the place where I couldn't stand up in my bedroom. It's like those big lofts, but
yeah.
there's treehouse rooms built out of plywood on top of each other.
Okay, so it wasn't just your place, because his was like that too.
Yeah, I feel like all of those buildings are just like lofts that people have made into forts
It's like
in different ways.
I thought the whole like plywood thing was just something that not officially made by the building.
I don't think it is. I think it's tenants. Because I've seen every one that I walked into
So it's
was different.
So it's kind of like one person did it and then another person like said, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and did it.
Yeah.
It kind of
Because
reminds me
everyone
of,
has been different.
It kind of reminds me of if you go like I forgot what neighborhood in Brooklyn. I think it's where a little more Jewish people there.
Uh-huh.
But
Like Crown Heights.
I guess so, yeah. But you start seeing these like makeshift balconies just sticking out of windows and stuff like that. And they're just like really just exposed beams that are just like, and then it's everywhere, and then they're competing, and some of them go like 20 feet off of the building.
Wow.
And have like beams like going off into someone's backyard. And it just really feels like it's another case of just like, oh, I'm gonna. My neighbor did something like this. I'm gonna try to do this too because that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I wanted to do backyard jousting.
Jousting?
Yeah.
How much
sounds
of a
cool.
backyard do you need for that? Wait, with the horses?
Maybe not. Maybe you just run at each other with sticks.
Why can't you do that anywhere?
Yeah, you could probably get quite an audience doing that.
Just thinking about like the backyard baseball, backyard football,
Yeah.
Yes, those are the best.
just with jousting.
Jousting.
Those games were so good.
They were good.
It's unreal. The series isn't around anymore.
I mean, how long did the series even last?
Not terribly, I don't think, but like backyard baseball was like super. They actually did get console games.
Oh, they
Oh,
did?
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I played it on the console. It wasn't as good as the PC version. I don't
Wait, did they ever make a sequel, or was it just one game that they ported over?
They had several. They had a couple backyard baseballs.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because didn't it start as just like original playground characters, and then there was like real MLB players as kids?
Yeah, that was
ruins
because because because
I guess
the
it
original
doesn't.
did well.
I thought you meant I start talking before you finish your sentence, or my brain. I thought you meant they literally just have an MLB player there next to a little kid.
He's just on the team, like, yeah, pick me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did like, man, they had like kid Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
But like, Pablo Sanchez was like the best. What is this music? Is it this song or the song before this?
Well, this is the music that you drugged me to again.
No, it's not the same.
Stop drugging me. So you know who Chris's drugs.
This is Alamore. This song's been going for this song. It's an original. Yeah, like this one actually isn't. This one actually isn't a cover. This is Alamort. It's off of.
Oh, not Alamo.
No, Alamort. It's off of Amy Waters'. I think her most recent album. Alamort by Amy Waters. Amy is Amie, and then Waters is water. You know. If you wanna look it up. We have listened to it a couple times on here, so you might just be remembering it from here. But let's see. Scales are fascinating. I thought Tyler was going to be joining us.
I don't know. He was typing away when I was on.
He seemed to be preoccupied with stuff. Right before we started, so.
Fine, Tyler.
Tyler and abandoning me. No more iconic duo. Let's see. Let's get that blended. This blend of green and purple is working pretty well.
Nice.
I'm liking the tones I'm getting out of it. And then for her, it's gonna be the base coat. I'm gonna do a dry brush, just hitting the tops of the scales to give it like a sheen, I think. Because the way that they're ridged is really nice. I think it'll make for a very cool dry brushing effect. Get that in there.
Commerce says you should get revenge on Tyler by spilling beans about the upcoming Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, that'll really show him specifically. Yeah, he would specifically. Tyler would be upset about that.
Everyone else will be fine.
Yeah, nobody else is gonna care. It'll just hurt Tyler. Let's see. Tyler, the person in the company who cares the most about the pageantry of the reveal. It is so funny watching everybody try to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Wait, did they mess this sculpt up?
Uh-oh.
Give it more legs.
Because I don't think I assembled. Maybe I did assemble this. The hands seem like they're on backwards. I might have just screwed it up.
The hands?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I glue this? I might have glued this. I don't think I glued this. I think the sculpt came all together.
That's why snakes aren't supposed to have hands.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep painting as though this is correct. This is really bizarre. If I did glue it like this, how did I not notice I was putting them on backwards? This is weird.
Verdict says, is it Rakshasa?
Is it Rakshasa? Maybe?
Do
It's
they
this
have
one?
backward hands?
It's this one. I thought it was just a Yuan-Ti. I might be wrong. Let's see. Well, either way, it's the base coat on the scales done.
Nice. It only says Rakshasa has a tiger head but does have backwards hands. Is there like a lore reason for that?
Well, this is not a Rakshasa. This is...
Just a snake guy.
yeah. She's just got a snake head. Pretty sure this is just a Yuan-Ti. She's got a snake head and actually has boobs, so that's disconcerting.
Snake.
Don't know why they were like, you know what the snake needs.
Yeah.
It's just a WizKids mini? No, it's a Reaper mini. It's a Bones. I think I might have... I don't think I glued this one on, but maybe I did. Maybe I did glue the hands on, in which case I put the sword and the shield in the wrong places. But, yeah, it might have been me. So I think the pose looks fine and makes sense until I like look at the hands and it's like, oh no, those are clearly backwards. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did glue this here. This one is more stuck than the other one, though. Doesn't make any sense because the... Yeah, no, the bracers would be on backwards if that were the case. I think that it's just supposed to have backwards hands. I don't know. Like this is really odd. Because the way the bracers are faced, this makes sense.
Huh.
This is a real unsolved mystery. It is a lore thing. Rakshasas are shapeshifters, and it's the only way you can identify them when in humanoid form. Man, you'd think they would just learn to not put their hands backwards when they're in humanoid form. Seems like a pretty big gap in their armor, if I'm being real. Oh, God.
What?
So because the floors are messed up, the media station isn't being put in until next Thursday now.
Oh, dear.
Which, on the bright side, means I don't have to come in at, like, 9 in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, good.
But... Oh, Thursday. That means... we have to get everything in order very quickly because the next day is supposed to be a really big shoot. So there's no wiggle room after the installation to get things working. We need it working within 24 hours.
Huh. Jeez.
So you pick of the assembled snake monster person. Oh no. Did I do it wrong? Oh no. Oh, commerce team is gonna let me have it. Oh, yeah, I messed it up. Oh, I messed it up bad. Okay, so that means, though, that I can take the arms off and they will go back on. So,
there you go.
But man, I glued it real good. Alright, let's get this off.
You glued it bad.
I glued it real good. Oh my god, please come off. Oh no. Oh, come on. Does not want to let go.
So it's not my shield.
Oh man. I'm assuming it's at the bracers that it attaches. Oh my god, it does not want to go.
Sorry.
See, the problem is, now I've wiggled it to the point that it is loose.
Oh. It's still... You're still talking about that.
Oh! Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
Took off her arm. I gotta get her other arm.
It's not very nice.
Her other arm is, like, way more solidly on. Oh, no. Okay.
So you messed up the arms or something?
I put the wrong hands on the wrong arms. Well, I put the right hands on the wrong arms. I put the right hand on the left arm. And the left hand on the right arm. Basically.
Got-
Maybe better cutting it? No. No, I'm afraid of sharp objects. We're going at this with hands. Man, but this one is solidly glued. I'll tell you that much.
I wish I could
See,
give you a trick.
if I cut it, it's not going to go cleanly on the next arm. Then it would just become a much more involved thing of like, oh, I got to drill a little hole in there. I'm not doing that.
Why can't you just pretend it's like a... What is it?
I've already separated one of her arms, so I'm kind of a little... I've committed.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
You can glue that on.
Mark it.
Or you can glue the shield onto the sword arm.
Sword arm online? Maybe I should have waited for the paint to dry before I did that.
There's wet paint on that?
We're making mistakes today. Yeah, I got like scale patterns in the green paint on my fingers now.
Oh.
Yep, well, you know, we live, we die.
Yep. We get philosophical here on the hamster.
Where do you learn that fact?
Taxes?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Is every inch of this dragon covered?
Not the bottom of the base.
Oh, thank you. Make sure I got the base coat on everything. Put that in there. For now. Well, you know, I've done worse things.
There you go. You gotta screw up to learn. And honestly, I feel I get the amount of times I've glued parts to my hands because I try to like glue everything at once, and I'm impatient, so I just hold it, or I get paint because I'm trying to like do different things at once.
I have a question.
What?
Say you have to screw up too hard. And how come after all the time that screws around?
You know, I wish I could help you.
I'm sorry for... I keep like, subconsciously just sighing. I'm just tired.
Yeah, you better apologize every time you sigh. It really upset me when you did that before.
Yeah.
That's why I asked, so I was like, man, that was really annoying, and not, man, I'm worried about my friend Toby. That's what it was. You owed me an apology.
Yeah. I know. I'm not going to apologize. Or now
You already have.
Yeah. I have. And I'll continue to apologize. Sorry. I'm apologizing.
Too much time
Sorry for apologizing.
Is that a song?
No.
Well, it is now.
Sorry for party rocking.
Oh. No?
Alright. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, tell him who's boss.
Bezos?
Bezos? World
Not the
boss.
boss. Well, I guess he stepped down, actually.
Oh, that's right.
He did?
Yeah. He's just collecting the money without, showing up at a meeting now and then, I guess?
That's...
Oh, yeah. It's frog time! Yeah, if nothing else, I have a frog sculpt now, so that's really...
That's a win.
That's really all I needed.
Paint it like it's slippy. He has a coat.
He does. Oh, I should definitely follow those colors. As much as I can. Song reminds me of Daft Punk? Maybe? This definitely isn't Daft Punky to me. Speaking of which, rest in peace. I mean, they're not dead, but the band is dissolved.
Yeah.
Did we find it? I'm here to announce Daft Punk's death. Both of them died. It was wild because, like, it was such a random announcement because they hadn't been doing anything for a long time. Like, Random Access Memories was their last album.
Huh.
And then they were quiet for like 7 years, and then they were like, "Yeah,
We're not coming back."
Yeah, we're breaking up." It's like, oh, okay.
I mean, it's better to just like. They probably thought they could have a chance, but then they realized that they're just delaying the inevitable.
One of my friends was like super convinced that they were gonna do a Tron soundtrack again.
Oh.
Because I guess like something about they ended up getting the rights to the soundtrack they did for the Tron before.
Huh.
And so it was like, oh, I bet they're getting ready to like announce a new one, and Daft Punk's gonna do music for that too. And then they died as a band. Let's see. Definitely should have done this first.
I didn't like remember a lot of like the stuff I was sculpting for cities.
Way back.
Since we have to write and everything. Like I'm just doing these like wood grains. It's like, did I actually do it? Like, I didn't remember any of the sculpts. I was like, I did it on this, but I remember like having to be more like do it more carefully. And then I just finally just remembered that I didn't have to do stuff for that.
Yeah. I hope we use my sculpts.
You got some skulls?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you?
My material was Starburst wrappers. I put them in my mouth, and
Wait,
a couple
you
seconds
put the wrappers in your mouth, and not the Starburst candy itself?
I can make little, just the wrappers. I have no interest in the
Or
candy.
the stars?
Yeah.
You can make it in your mouth?
Yeah, I can, the wrappers in my mouth, and then art comes out. I'm one of those people.
Chris? That's weird.
You've seen that, right? You've seen... Oh!
I haven't seen
Oh!
it.
You haven't seen anybody do that? They put like a Starburst wrap in their mouth and like an origami swan comes out.
Can
What?
you do it?
No.
Oh, I thought you were. It's like I thought I saw like Starburst like stars around somewhere. So I thought it was maybe you. And
Oh,
just-
Miles does make origami swans out of Starburst wrappers, but not with his mouth. Yeah, he made me a crane out of Starburst wrappers. And then years later, when I was moving, he saw that I still had it on my dresser, and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "I forgot I did this." And I'm like, "I never forgot. It meant a lot to me." Really, I was just like, "Oh, this might be a fun prop sometime," and then I never made anything that used it as a prop.
There you go.
Crane is the only thing I can do out of origami.
What's that?
Crane is the only thing I can do out of origami.
I think it's like the go-to thing that people learn first, right?
Yeah. People act like it's like the hard one, but it's like if everyone knows it, is it hard?
Just nobody's interested in doing the easy stuff, you know?
I can make a box. It can only be made out of like rectangular things, so it's not origami, I guess. Look at me bragging about being able to make a box out of paper.
Can you put things in it?
No,
You can't put things in the box.
no, you cannot put things in the box.
What's in the box?
Don't ask what's in the box. I told you there's nothing.
There's nothing in the box T-shirt is sure bringing up a lot of questions that are already answered by the shirt.
You know what's a better question? What's not in the box?
Hopefully not Jack. I'm worried you'll suffocate in there. I wish I was alive for the Prince Albert in a can jokes. When, like, that was the hot gag.
I have no idea what that is.
Prince Albert in a can?
Yeah.
It was like a... It was a is your refrigerator running kind of joke. You would call people Prince Albert in a can, or Prince Albert was like, I can't remember what kind of food it was. It was like a canned food, so you'd call and be like, do you have Prince Albert in a can? They'd be like, oh yeah, because everybody had it at the time. I don't know if it still gets made or not. Be like, you have Prince Albert in a can? They'd be like, yeah. It's like, well, you better let him out.
Oh my god.
Like that was the gag.
I see.
I never did the is your refrigerator running thing.
You didn't prank call people?
No. I never prank called anybody.
We're about to get a prank call from
I was
someone.
afraid the wrath of God would come down on me if I did a goof.
Everything.
Was that?
I was afraid for everything, so
Yeah.
did. Prank calls.
I was afraid of catching the wrath of God for a lot of things.
Yeah.
One time I got worried that I was sinning because I was watching the Mega Man cartoon.
What?
Yeah, I was worried that was too edgy, I guess.
I don't know what I was scared of. My family wasn't even religious.
Mine was. But I took care of that.
The way you said it.
Hammer, so when I was 8, I did my first and only prank call to the only number I at the time knew, 911.
Oh my god.
No!
What did you say?
Yeah, what was...
Was it a 911 targeted prank call, or was it just like, did you just do like a harmless prank call? Like, you didn't actually like fake an emergency, did you?
Oh no!
You have Fat Albert in your can? That's good.
Oh, he didn't know any jokes or pranks to do, so he just hung up, and they sent us a squad car out to see if he was kidnapped.
Yeah, because
That makes a lot of sense.
I did have a friend I was hanging out with one day. We were maybe a little older than that, but he was dialing some number that started with 91, and the one got stuck. So it dialed it multiple times, and then a bunch of police cars came.
What happens if you type 911?
I guess that still calls 911 as soon as it's like
it's
in
911
there.
and then you start calling like the different extensions.
Oh, so whoever was like in room 111.
Yeah.
Yeah. At 1:11 p.m. That's how phone extensions work, right?
Yeah,
Now it's
they're like,
people.
okay, we'll put that call through. We'll wait until 111 to put that call through.
No, you can contact people in different points of time.
Oh.
Using the extension, right?
Man, let me tell you, that would have made a lot of movies resolve a lot more cleanly. Time cops is just like a fun idea, right?
Like what, to go back in time to kill the dinosaurs? Because the dinosaurs are criminals.
Dino gangs.
Dinosaur losers.
There you go.
That's pretty solid. I'm proud of you for that one.
Don't praise me. That was bad.
But I offensively liked it, so now I feel like you're insulting me.
I just have low self-esteem, okay?
I love that song. Somebody who's just like frame of reference for everything is just The Offspring. So like I just have low self-esteem. It's like, oh, like The Offspring.
Wait, that's a song?
Yeah, it's an Offspring song.
Oh.
It's just called Self-Esteem.
Oh,
Oh, just a loser with no self-esteem.
Bunny's in the house. Hi, Rabbit.
okay. Rabbit! What's up?
I know I'm being used. That's okay because I like the abuse.
Wait. Cops know where you live just by dialing?
They can trace your call, yeah.
Oh,
I think with cell phones it's harder, but like with a landline,
that
absolutely.
makes sense.
Yeah, this was a landline back
Because,
in the day.
When I called about the car exploding in front of my house, like they asked me where I lived. So.
I'm gonna need, what?
Wait, you missed that whole thing?
Oh, you called them about that.
Yeah.
Right, I think I remember.
Yeah. At 5 a.m., the car was making a lot of noise, like the engine was trying to turn off for like 20 minutes. And then finally it just poof, and then smoke, and then she caught on fire.
Holy crap.
The guy just didn't leave. Or I didn't see him leave, but I knew he was in there for a while, but he eventually got out.
He was in the car when it exploded?
When it was smoking, like some guy came by and was just like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you want help or something?" Or I assumed that's what was happening. He opened the door, he talked a little bit, and closed the door with him. Like, got back inside and closed the door.
What the heck?
The trunk was like emitting like 20 tons of smoke.
The trunk was?
Yeah, not the trunk. The
Oh, the hood?
I don't know car things. I never looked at cars.
But it was in the front?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you meant it was like coming out the back for some reason.
no. The hood. Yeah.
That's funny.
But no ambulance came, so I assumed he got out. But I just didn't see him leave.
Jeez.
My dad and his siblings grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, and so they had a lot of TV where like a lot of action shows and stuff where the car would overheat and so it would like explode. And so they were driving in the summer one time, my sister was, and they were all in the car, and it started overheating and they started freaking out. And so they jumped out of the car, and then it just like kept going.
Oh my God.
Broke through a fence, started going through a field, and they started chasing after it,
Oh no.
and it just crashed into a tree and stopped.
They just got out with it like still in drive or whatever?
Yeah, they thought it was gonna explode, so they just got out.
I'm surprised it hit a tree. Like, if it's not a force, what's the chance it will hit a tree?
Yeah, I don't know. I did have my one car started smoking out the hood when I was driving it. I was like, oh my God. But I managed to get home and the radiator had cracked all the way across the top. It just like cracked in half.
Oh shit. Were you able to get it fixed?
I got it fixed, thankfully, because that was when I was in college. I was going back the next day, and I got there right when they were closing, and I was like, I don't know what to, like, I need to get this car working. So they were really nice about it, thankfully. They, like, said, okay, we'll do it first thing in the morning, and I was able to get back on time, but I was very scared that when my car was smoking.
You didn't die, right?
I did not die, thankfully. I'm not a ghost.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make this story real awkward.
Awkward. Hamster's dead.
Hamster's death reveal.
Hamster's hobby wake.
We're just painting his coffin.
It's what he would want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just painting like dicks on it. No, he'd think this was hilarious. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, his family just watches mortified. Just paint dicks on it.
Rabbit is building an SOB exorcist.
Oh, Sisters of Battle? Awesome.
Sons of
Sons of Babies.
Sons of babies.
Yeah.
How small are these kids getting? Choose Anarchin is a very good song.
What?
Choose Anarchin. It's a song right here.
Oh,
It's a cover of it. It's from Final Fantasy X.
Oh.
It's like the song people know from Final Fantasy X.
Is that what they sing?
No. I think you're thinking of 10-2.
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy X-2, which like opens with like a musical number. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for... Yeah. Man, that's a wild game. That's what I always say about them, just like, they put one of the best battle systems in one of the worst games.
Oh no.
It's really unfortunate. There's like a lot of authentically very cool stuff in that game. But then like, this is just like a lot of stuff that makes the game like very difficult to play.
Yeah, for the little I played of it, seemed like the battle system did seem interesting.
It's a really cool. It's like a really cool way of doing the job system and having skill growth and stuff. Like it's cool ideas, and then it's just put in the most obnoxious setting and characters and everything. It's very unfortunate. Was everyone painting? I'm painting a smorgasbord of Reaper Bones 5 stuff. Basically just like getting the base coat down on a bunch of stuff and then doing however many details I can do before the stream's over.
Yeah, I kind of just brought one of my work in progress models from a past hobby hang, so I'm just trying to finish it up. He looks like kind of a barbarian leader or something. Kind of cool. Random Kickstarter that I got. I pulled them out.
I'm painting this
You're painting that with pokey sticks?
with dentist tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working on the wood grain on this now.
Let's get the hair going on these guys.
The rabbit says it's texture paint, Toby.
Yeah, painting with depth.
This paint's got a lot going on. There we go. Oh yeah. I think I really need to get new brushes.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much none of the ones I have anymore are like keeping their point at all. To be fair, I've basically been using the same brushes since I started painting.
Yeah, that's pretty wild for the synthetics. I was just thinking I probably have like an extra, if you have like one decent natural hairbrush, it'll keep a good point for a long time if you take care of it. Now that you've like used brushes, you probably wouldn't, you know, you could probably take decent care of it, so I could probably bring that in for you guys.
Oh no, don't bring me anything nice. It's a terrible idea.
Do y'all ever work with pigment powders for your miniatures? I have some, but I haven't used them a lot. I mean, I don't know, maybe I would have to experiment with them more, but I kind of am fine with the results of painting the same effects. Like, I just feel like the dusty thing is cool, but then if you don't seal it correctly, they could just come off, so I don't know. I feel like I am satisfied with the effect that is painted on a little more granularly. But it does, I have seen some really awesome effects, so maybe I gotta give it another chance, but...
I have no idea what pigment powders are.
Well, it's basically just like, so the paint is the pigment plus the medium, and so it's the pigment is like a physical sandy, dusty thing, and so it's before it's mixed with the medium. So basically, it's often used for like dust or ash or that kind of thing. And so you can literally pack it on there, almost like crumbling chalk, almost.
Kind of sounds like basing materials.
Yeah, that is kind of a similar. I mean, yeah, it's probably most often used for that kind of weathering or basing.
Miles' weathering on those mechs came out pretty good.
Yeah, those looking sweet.
Let's see. Just want to get like a little bit of paint on these. So they're table ready this weekend just in case. They don't need to be completely painted, but just something. Which I think is happening. This guy here, you can see a little bit.
Oh, tooling around with glow-in-the-dark pigment powder. That's cool.
Ooh.
I've never even heard of that. That sounds fun. Well, Robbie, you even mix up your pigments into a paint, huh? What are you using pink pigment powder for? Is this on the sisters?
Pigs.
Mints.
Piggies! Paints from Secret Weapon Minis. Before they close? Is it like a late pledge or something?
Secret Weapon Minis is going out of business.
Oh, they're going out of business.
Yeah, they got like really walloped by the pandemic, basically.
Oh man.
I think between that and I think Brexit also hit them pretty bad.
Sure.
So they're doing a big clearance sale.
Well, maybe I'll get a few paints just to support a hobby company in unfortunate circumstances. But I definitely don't need other paints. I've been forcing myself to not buy new paints, and I did buy a handful of like a 5 paint sample set recently. But that's after like maybe a year of not buying new paints because I have. Oh my god. I got the entire Scale 75 like box set, the model color box set, and all kinds of random samplings of individuals of other brands. So I'm trying to not buy as many paints. Oh, they're in California?
Why did I think they were European?
Oh, I don't know.
So Brexit is not a thing?
Yeah, why did I think...
Not in California, doesn't
Was there a different EU company that I'm getting confused with? But I do remember listening to people talk about them. So yeah, like they are going out of business.
it? Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard of Secret Weapon if it's the same that I'm thinking of. But I thought that was overseas too. 30 washes for $80. Wow. Oh yeah, Midwinter Minis has some cool speed painting stuff. Water, clear acrylic medium, and a drop of dish soap.
Can I ask a random question?
What's up?
Why am I the only one on fire?
Because you're the devil of the group. You're the like there's an angel on your shoulder and a Toby on your shoulder. So you're the evil
Oh
one.
god.
Yeah.
I have a Toby on my shoulder? That's gross, kid.
Nice. Mine's terrain lines up perfectly with Dwarven Forge Terrain 2, which is really nice since Dwarven Forge does not make mine terrain. Yet.
There you go. Hey, mines would be pretty cool.
Mines would be a very cool thing to do. If we do an underground thing, it probably... I guess the question is, would you make full new terrain, or would you just make...
It could probably be like a
tracks that you
caverns
could
or something.
play?
Oh, that's just right on top of it.
Yeah, it would be something you put on top of terrain.
I wish we could do like smaller like additions that don't need a whole new
A little more
Kickstarter.
niche, like that, like a
I
cool
feel like
little
if we
function.
get the...
That would be great with the crystal caverns.
Oh yeah, that'd be a crystal mine. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I feel like if we get the store, like, working good. It makes it easier to
Yeah, I mean,
just
the problem is
make stuff and release it. You know.
that I feel like the only previous time we did something like that was the Pathfinder one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And then the Torrential was.
They had a number of its own issues.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't want it to be like the only time we release something on the web store with new pieces and stuff like that was.
Yeah, I don't think
didn't go well with other things, yeah.
I don't think the problem was that if we had the infrastructure that we have now, if we were as good at talking about things then as we are now,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Playstone would have gone
I
better.
mean, but
That's
also
true.
the fact that like we were kind of very single project focused, so it will be hard to how to do smaller things like that while also applying for a Kickstarter. So
Yeah. You need to get better at multitasking.
yeah. We're getting a bigger team as we go. So
Yeah, the bigger team's going to help with it. Mines aren't just tracks, have some great elevation pieces. But that's what I mean, is like those elevation pieces and everything, would they be things that we make to go on top of terrain? Or would it be like the terrain itself? Because if we make a system that you can put on top of terrain, theoretically you could drop that on any of our stuff.
Anywhere, yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
neat.
See, we need the mines so we can do those Donkey Kong levels.
right,
Yeah.
we do have the barrel, so we can.
We have barrels, we just need the mine cart.
We don't have, or we already established that we're using those candies with bananas.
Yeah, we're using the banana runs.
We have the crocodile.
It's true.
What if King K. Rool had 2 heads
You know what?
and was not fat?
He'd be twice as good of a villain. It's like if K. Rool and the crocodile from Peter Pan joined forces.
There you go. I'm sold.
That'd be great for tracks and walkways, though the walkways in the case are attached to cavernous pillars. That's what I mean, is like... Maybe we could use... Maybe we could use paired pegs as a way to do that. In theory, they could function similar to the scaffolding system. In theory.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if there was issue with that, the parapet stuff. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I just want to be able to do a mountain that has like mine carts wrapping around it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That would be so cool.
I don't understand why we can't just make everything.
Why can't we do everything? I'm sorry.
Give me your hand. Oh, I got the hand off. It's definitely not the cleanest.
Have you been working on that this whole time?
No, I've been swinging back and forth between.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Where did you go?
Shield?
Shield? Shield. I need the glue again.
I'm crashing in energy. I didn't do anything.
Uh-oh, that didn't sound good.
No, it's all good. Alright, let's take a look at this simple thing. Let's see. Okay, so the sword is supposed to be held. Yeah. It's definitely not gonna attach this stuff perfectly anymore. But I can sell it. Let's grab some glue.
is everything coming off? Ooh,
Oh,
looks
fine.
good. I like the fabric pattern and how you detailing it.
Yeah, I like the texture on the front bit with scratchies and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's not gonna be sunburnt. He's gonna get regular skin.
We worked on this.
I know, but too much.
You're such a tan tyrant.
A tan tyrant. Nah, that's me, Mojo Hamster, the tan tyrant.
Did you find it?
Yes. Ugh. Alright. Let's get this stuff back on. Plus the pics of the terrain and share your build stuff. What I like about it. Yeah, I've seen the builds of it. Like, it's good stuff. There we go. Get a little bit of time to dry, and that'll be good. I can save the snake lady yet.
Alright.
And then, how's the sword generally positioned? Let's go with. Let's get all that hardened glue out of there. That'll do. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Good. We're all good. Come on. Come on.
No,
Don't give in to Chris.
Don't do what he wants. Don't listen.
He's a bad person. Don't listen to him.
I mean, okay, we don't need to, like, get real. What time is it? 7:34. Is it possible for me to get any of these actually done?
7:34 already.
Speed run.
Yeah, I've started too many things. I haven't finished any of them.
Well, that's just base guarding.
Yeah, basically.
So that means the next time you sit down, it's going to be awesome because you're going to get so much satisfaction and finish everything.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just paint some tomorrow. I don't know.
Sorry. I destroyed everything.
You destroyed everything?
What else is
Well, this guy has a nicely sculpted furrowed brow sort of thing going on. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
You know, they used to say the same thing about me.
What happened?
Here's an accident. One of my teachers in elementary school didn't have eyebrows or forearm hair.
Huh.
Because when he was a kid, they had one of those gas stoves.
Uh-oh.
And he had a babysitter who didn't know how to use it.
Oh, God.
And so there was an accident when she was babysitting him one time. Tried to turn on the gas stove. Didn't go well. Tried to fix it as like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
That didn't go well. Basically ended up just being like a fireball, and it singed off like all his like forearm hair, his eyebrows, like his hair, like all just got like burned off.
Wow.
And like a lot of it never grew back.
Jeez.
Yeah. That was a fun story that terrified me when I was in like 4th grade.
Why do they tell stories like that to kids?
They like getting that reaction, you know. They like getting they like seeing pure fear on their students' faces.
The worst one I got told was, well, I don't think it was a true story, and it wasn't to any person, like, but like, there used to be this one guy who would come and like bring in like the VHS machine and just like play videos, and like they're supposed to be educational videos, but sometimes he just went off and told stories, and one of them was like someone be careful not to lick those envelopes, you know, the sticky parts of them, because it could give you a paper cut on your tongue, and there could be roach eggs on there, and then you can have roaches grow into your tongue. I was like, what the hell are you telling us this?
Yeah, no, he just wanted you guys to be unhappy.
Yeah.
Like there's no way around that. Why? Oh, you know, that's awful.
Yeah. Like, first off, that doesn't even make sense.
The guy might have roach eggs on it. Yeah, so might everything. Like, what do you want me to
Yeah, that's true.
What do you want me to do about it? They get everywhere. He made you so scared of roaches that you moved to New York. Oh yeah.
Well, here it's with rat eggs.
Rat eggs.
Yes.
Wow.
Rat
Who knew?
eggs.
It's National Geographic over here.
I thought rats don't lay eggs. Well, that's why it's so scary. Honestly. We're not sure if this is a sign of higher evolution or lower evolution. Frankly, it just worries us. And it's kind of disgusting. I think the one I'm most likely able to finish is this frog, so I'm just going to try to
Good, because that's the best one.
speed paint his cloak and stuff. Yeah. So,
Kind of does look slippy.
kind of, yeah. In that they are both frogs.
I mean, he has a cloak. He has like a coat type of thing, and you're making his front yellow, which I don't know.
It's just frogs. Slippy's is white. Bottom half of his face is white.
No, I meant his chest.
I don't know. You usually don't see his chest. Like he.
No, I meant like his clothes or whatever. Shirt. They're always like vivid colors.
Oh.
Star Fox people. What do you mean? You haven't seen Slippy nude?
I haven't been on that part of Twitter for a long time. Man, that definitely exists.
What?
Oh, it's gotta.
Definitely.
Get these boobies off me. Whatever he says.
Yeah. They're right on me. What fascinating. Because they don't ever really help you, right? Like your teammates are
They help
just.
you a little bit.
Do they?
A little
Do
bit.
they ever help you if you have if you have somebody on you? Do they ever shoot them off?
I feel like I remember you do, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. Definitely not to the level that like
Oh, of course
you
not.
help them. But I guess that's the point. It's just funny, like for a player to like feel like they have agency in a game, like all the NPCs and stuff have to be completely useless usually.
Just call Falco useless.
He's pretty bad in the games.
He's a jerk.
Yeah, he's a jerk and he talks like a big game, but like not a single person on your crew is capable outside of you.
I hated that you had to like save him like you had like 2 seconds to save him to be able to see the true ending in the first level.
Yeah. Why does Nintendo always make their birds arrogant?
What else is
Rivali.
yeah, I was thinking him, but
He just seems like Falco, honestly.
Rivali is just Falco.
Yeah.
He just looks like him, he's just everything.
Let's go with.
You know, I'm kind of in a mad dash to just call this guy done now too. Pretty close.
Yeah, I just want to get this guy a table ready. I don't know if we're going to use him for anything, but I want that to be the option.
Can he be holding a gun with his foot?
Yeah, I can kit bash that. Why do you want him to be holding a gun with his foot again?
Because it's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Guns.
Those are cool.
Those are just kind of inherently cool. Do you think people would like paintball as much if they weren't shooting like guns?
I mean,
Paint sword? I want paint sword.
You're like paint slingshotting.
I think there are bows.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
That seems wild, actually.
Like crossbows or just like actual bows?
I think there's actual bows.
Huh.
That would actually be sick. I would.
Yeah.
I'd want to see that. Let's see. 7:46.
My brain is dead right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm very, very tired. I don't know. Don't know why. Don't know what it is.
One day.
I know that I can't live without her. She's gone away. Young frog. I'm a fraud.
Poison dart fraud.
A poison dart fraud?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's a good writing prompt.
I can't even imagine what comes after that.
No, those are always the most entertaining writing prompts. Give somebody something really difficult to work with, and just be like, alright, go for it.
I feel like I could try to think of something if it wasn't like brain dead right now.
I believe in you.
No.
Okay, well,
I will disappoint you.
alright, well, I mean, you know, like, it happens.
Well, unless you wanted to be disappointed, then I don't know how to disappoint you.
It's kind of my thing. That's alright, no, I'm expecting to be disappointed. Alright, in that case, I'm going to go above and beyond.
Which would be disappointing.
Yes. Well, I'm going to make you proud. No!
I don't know why I jumped to this, but I always used to think that it was you will rule the day you were born.
Rule the day you were born.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
It's like, thank you.
This means you're going to have, like, really awesome birthdays.
Your birthday's gonna rule.
We're going to literally make you the king on your birthday.
That's the next way I should tell someone happy birthday. You will rule the day you were born.
There you go.
I mean, you rule every day, but, like... It is, like, a super positive, like, thing compared to the actual saying.
Yeah.
That in there.
Don't listen to
I really want these scopes to work against me.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. You're welcome.
So, I mean, yeah.
Think I would be cooperative?
No. Cool, so you hit the rocks with a stone gray, and that should be all good. Rue, not rule. Yeah, that was the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Toby thought it was supposed to be rule the day you were born.
Yeah, which made no sense to me.
Well, good thing is, it wasn't supposed to make sense to you, because that's not what it is. Jacob Gramar, thank you for the raid.
Alright.
Let's see. Give me the money.
Give me the butter.
What? The butter?
Have you never seen The Pumpkin?
No.
There's this like weird flash game that's supposed, I guess, it's supposed to be educating either kids or people who don't know English as much. But there's this one part of the game where like you're at a deli or you're serving him dinner and this pumpkin guy comes in and he sits down and it's like, I'm very hungry. And he requests food and he's like, give me the cheese, give me the butter. And like serving weapons, and if you don't like, if you give him the wrong one, he slaps her over. It's like, no, I don't want that.
I've never heard of
And
this.
it's so great. I used to learn pumpkin, but it's like without the second P.
This sounds fascinating.
If you give him everything. Right, it's like, that was delicious. I'll be back in 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, this sounds absolutely fascinating. I've never heard of this. You guys are doing good? Yeah, we are. We're getting close to wrapping up. Trying to do finishing touches. I based a bunch of different stuff today, so I'm trying to finish one of them, and then the rest is just like a thing of like, I'll leave this for later. But I just got like their basic skin tones down.
feeling I'm gonna be able to finish this guy in the home stretch here, so it feels good.
Awesome. Food is good.
Food?
Food is good.
Food is delicious.
I agree, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I eat food almost every day.
I agree with you, I don't agree with you.
Hey, DMN. I'm just painting up one of my
Hey,
works
what's
in
up?
progress from a past hobby hang, and I think I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan. I'm doing a bunch of my bone stuff, trying to slowly chip through all the sculpts that I initially set out as like, these are the ones that I want to do first. I kind of just did base coats on a bunch of them today. I'm trying to finish up one of them, and I'm doing the bases on these while the base from the one I'm trying to finish dries, because I decided I'm going to use similar... I'm doing like the same base for them, so... That's basically it. I'm just kind of... I just grabbed a bunch of sculpts, and then I'm like, when I'm on a color, I'm like, okay, what's everything that needs this color? And then just kind of going in a circle and doing that.
It's a good plan.
I have no idea if it's actually efficient, but...
Oh, that sounds very efficient.
Yeah, it's like 2 years now, but when you're getting towards the end, it'll all come together.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
It feels like I'm getting very little done right now, but then that means that I'm going to get everything done at once later.
Yeah, that is kind of the trick. It's like, it would technically be most efficient to do one step on everything, but like, you have to get sort of your mental endurance into question. So when I'm doing like a huge Dwarven Forge bash paint, I found the magic number is probably at most 6 or 7 pieces at a time, like kind of medium-sized pieces. So if I had 50 pieces to do, it'd probably be like technically better to do one step at a time on all 50, but I would just go crazy.
Don't mind if I do. That's one of the best Simpsons gags.
What?
The Simpsons did a haunted treehouse episode where they were doing a parody of The Shining, and Homer's like, all work and no play makes Homer something. and Marge is like, go crazy? He's like, don't mind if I do. And they're like, it's
Now that I think about it, I think I saw that one.
it's a very good bit.
That's funny.
Let's see. It's just like all I think of whenever anybody says go crazy. It's The Shining, we're not getting sued. Oh man.
Yes. What's up?
It's a good overworld theme.
What is this?
Final Fantasy VI.
Oh.
It's Terra's theme, I think, but it's basically the overworld for the. Have you played Final Fantasy VI?
No. I think I played 5?
I think that's the one I played.
The one you played?
Wait, that was first.
I've only played one.
Really?
Besides,
What do you remember from it?
14.
Do you remember any characters?
I'm trying. Actually, I think what I played was 4.
Do you remember any characters?
I don't remember anything since the one I was playing was Japanese, and I was like,
I can picture their little pixel portraits, but I don't remember their names.
Remember what any of them look like?
Yeah, there's like the Dragoon and the Dark Knight and stuff.
Okay, if there's a Dragoon and a Dark Knight, it wasn't 6.
And, no, what is it? I'm thinking of 4.
Does the name Bart's sound familiar?
No.
Parts?
Hippo says 6 will always be his favorite. Be their favorite.
The 6 was for SNES?
Yes.
And then they switched it
It was
over to-
initially 3 when it was over here.
Oh, it's... Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Hamster would have played 4 It was back when you were a kid, yeah?
Yeah. So
Yeah, because 1 came over here as 1, and then I think 4 came over here as 2, and 6 came over here as 3.
What?
But it was the opposite, right?
What?
And then
Wasn't
there
it
was
like
7 after that?
And then 7 came out, and when 7 came out here, they just called it 7, and they didn't like change the numbers
So
anymore.
1.
1 was 1 over here.
Yeah, and then 2, 3, 7.
Yeah, 2, 3, 7 is how it got released over here. But here, 2 was actually 4, I believe, and 3 was 6 was actually 3 was actually 6.
Okay. I see.
Because they didn't release a bunch of them over here. 6 is always my favorite. I like 6 a lot. My favorite is, man, I don't know. I really like 7, 9, 14, and 15.
How was 15?
What's that?
How was 15?
I like it a lot. I understand why some people don't. But it was the first time I was like super emotionally affected by a mainline game since 9. 10 I think has one of the best like battle and character progression systems. But like narratively, I'm not a big fan of 10. 12 I actually have only played a little bit of, so I can't speak much to
Which
it.
one's Lightning?
Lightning is 13.
Okay.
I did play 13. I didn't hate it as much as the average person did.
I think I played a
But it's still
little
not
bit
good.
of 13. Or 13-2, I don't remember which one. There was 13-2, right?
There was 13.2 and 13.3.
Wait, they did 3 versions of that game? Or 3
Yeah.
sequels?
13.2, you play as 2 characters, one of them being Lightning's sister. And
What's her
then
name?
13.3, Sarah.
That doesn't even fit.
And then 13.3,
Wait,
you
why
just
is-
play as Lightning.
Wait, why is her sister just named Sarah? Who names her kid Lightning and then Sarah?
I don't know, man. Look,
At least
your party in 13 was like half like proper nouns and half like made up words.
At least Cloud's mom's name was similar enough to her that it kind of made sense.
Actually, no, more than half. You had Hope, Snow, Lightning, Fang, and then you had Vanille and Saz. I think that was the whole party. Man, 13's story was real bad. I actually liked the combat system. I know it got a lot of crap for the combat system, but I thought the combat system was good if you accepted it.
Which is the one that they shifted over to more and not being turn-based as much?
They kind of started doing that with 7.
Actual 7?
12 is like the really big one where they made 12 function like 12's combat was kind of like an MMO, from my understanding. 15 is just an action RPG. 13 went back to turn-based actually, but they made it where you were doing like strategies more than picking actual moves and stuff. And some people really didn't like that, but I thought it was interesting. And I didn't hate that it was linear either. My problem was they didn't commit to it being linear.
No.
And basically, when you're like within 10 hours at the end of the game, you suddenly wind up in a big open world area, and like all of the side content that you would expect in an RPG is all put in that one area. And so you basically get to the end of the game, then it's like, here's 50 hours of side content. And none of it's really interesting. But it's just, here's just a bunch of chores to do, more or less. And there's nothing really interesting happening story-wise, and it's I don't know. I wish they had just committed to it being linear all the way through. Mog was a must-have in the party. I didn't really make a lot of use of Mog when I played. We used to cheese 6 hard with an auto-controller at one point where you can just go in a circle playing in pretty easy battles to farm experience. Yeah, you used to be able to like game the systems really well in RPGs. Halo 2 already. Alright, so I gotta get these stones done, and then I can call it a wrap on my little Yokai Frog.
Well, what's next week look like? Pretty usual?
Next week there's no On the Anvil,
Okay.
because we're not streaming on Wednesday because of the there's been a bunch of like bot raids, like
Oh.
saying slurs and stuff to marginalized creators, and it's been really
God.
messed up. And Twitch isn't really saying or doing much about it.
What the heck?
So a bunch of people are not streaming on Wednesday, and we're joining along with that. We don't have a huge platform, so I don't think we make a ton of impact, but I would rather... I think the thing is, we bring a lot of people to the platform. The people that do watch us, a lot of them are people who don't watch anything else. So, like, I don't know. I think it's... However much impact we have, I would rather we do it, you know?
For sure.
So yeah, but then I'm expecting us to hobby hang again on Thursday.
Me too. I need it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just that stream. Basically, just the hobby hang next week. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
We can never go without the hobby.
I've gone without the hobby hang a couple times actually.
Details.
Pretty sure it wasn't that long ago that we missed like 2 in a row.
Oh, that's right.
Shh. Not a believe.
Night, Rabbit. Thanks for
Night,
hopping
Rabbit.
in.
Goodbye.
Let's see.
I'm painting the rim.
Painting the rim? Oh, you're doing the base.
Oh yeah. Final step.
A couple more stones on these guys' bases. Kind of surprised how many sculpted bases were in Bones 5.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Makes it more artistic for sure.
Yeah, a little basing goes a long way.
Yeah. Well, I got a bunch of extra bases, and I guess it's... I thought I was going to have to do some of them, but I guess it's just for if you don't like the integrated base, then like you cut them off and put them on one of the backup bases, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, I see.
But... 9 times out of 10, if there's like an integrated base, I like the integrated base.
Yeah, that looks cool usually.
As long as it's like appropriately sized for the creature.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get in the way of it being playable. Are you done?
Yep.
Nice.
He's calling him good.
I like the base a lot. Raw.
Thank you. Yeah, that's just a piece of corkboard on there with some gravel glued
Oh
around it.
shit. Real nice.
Thank you.
Oh. See to do this bone. A couple of these guys have a little bone on their base. I want to hit that real quick, and then stone basically.
Use clear bases to show off terrain. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like people doing that on the Discord. It's like, yeah, that's it's not bad. That still like lets you make sure they stand upright and all that jazz.
My spine doesn't like all the painting I've done today.
Were you like hunched over the whole time?
Sitting, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting to the age where we need to start like paying attention to our body. We're gonna start,
Dang it!
we're old now.
Oh man.
I don't know if you know this, this hamster. We're old.
Oh God.
Our time is up.
That's where you should have just ended the stream.
All right.
Yeah, I like that purple. Ooh,
Is it a
froggy.
way to go? Yeah, frog boy.
Awesome.
Frog check.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, this is showing up. Oh!
Oh no.
Totally looks like a Star Fox character there.
Welcome to old.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then I just started making progress on these trolls.
Yeah, I like the purple.
But, yeah.
Alright. Well, that dragon's been pretty good too with the...
Yeah, I just got his base scales done.
Yeah.
Basically what I did to him last week. I just kind of patched up a little bit.
I wonder if this texture shows up on the big screen a little bit. Shit. Yeah, you can
Oh,
kinda
wow,
see
his
it.
cape.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
It's really good.
Alright, well.
But I did spend 2 hobby hangs on that, so...
Bros. I'm exhausted.
I don't know why.
I don't know why I'm so tired, but like I'm wiped.
Alright, well, these two are gonna go to bed.
Oh.
To the rest of right on the hobby hang table. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next Thursday for hobby hang.
Thursday.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
See you
Good night,
later.
everybody.